Hey guys, here's a quick unboxing video for the Sky HawkEye Quadcopter. I got this from gearbest.com. I'll have all the links and everything in the description box below, so if you guys want to check it out, it's a fun little quadcopter. So basically, this is not going to be one of those hardcore hobby grade type of FPV racers. It's going to be more of a toy slash hobby grade quadcopter. So this is going to be perfect for anyone who's looking to get started into flying multi-rotors, who wants to get, their feet wet with the drones. It's FPV ready, so that's a very good thing. You have a completely ready to fly unit with the FPV for the video streaming back to this little monitor right over here. The best thing about the Sky Hawk is it costs less than $100 shipped to your door, and I'll have a coupon in the description box below, so when you use the coupon link or the coupon code, you can actually get it for, I believe, around $90 shipped to your door. So very good deal for the package. So you can see, although this is the box that it comes in, it's got a little handle on there, but once you take out the box, I'm pretty sure you just want to toss it back inside. So let me go ahead and put it down. Before I do, you can see it does flips, it does rolls and stuff like that. It's got LED lights in the bottom, so it's very neat. So box down. Let's start with the Sky HawkEye itself. It's a tiny little quadcopter, as you can see here. I mean, it's like lightweight. It looks very heavy. When I first saw it, in my personal opinion, I was like, wow, it looks really heavy. But it's not that really thick plastic, so it's very light. It's gonna take a lot of abuse. You can drop it, crash it a few times, and I don't think these parts are gonna break as easy as some of the other cheaper units or some of the other larger units too. It comes with extra props, so if you crash into a tree, you're having too much fun, you crash into stuff, props are props usually break. You have spare props, so you get a front of the green ones, and you also get the black ones for the rear, so you have a completely set of props. But you can see on the bottom here, the bottom is where the camera goes in, so we have a little camera box down here. Very simple. First you want to plug in, be very careful when you're plugging it in, just plug it in like so. Make sure it snaps in, and you snap the camera into the little rails down here, and there it is. That's all there is to it. And the lens is actually adjustable. You can actually look down, look up, depending on your flying. You can also record the footage with the SD card, and also on the DVR that's built into the monitor. So very cool feature. And also an SD card is included, which I'll go over in a little bit. But as you can see here, so for example, you do a lot more of hovering to stationary stuff. You can actually have the camera pointed down if you want to look down, or if you're flying kind of fast. You can have the camera look kind of up, so when you're flying through your yard, the camera is not facing the ground, it's more of up. So very cool. Back here is where the battery goes, standard JST connector back there. Nothing too fancy. There's a USB charger, a little toolbox, and some screws for the prop guards, which I'll show you guys how to install that. But we have, there's a hole in the bag, but yeah. So we have a USB charger. So this USB charger, you plug it into the monitor, and you have a little barrel connector right over here, and it has a built-in battery on here, so you can see and quickly turn it on. And you can see there's no image yet right now, but when you first get it, you always want to charge it to make sure the built-in battery is fully charged. Plug it into your USB, plug this in, let it sit, and I believe there's like a little light that comes on, so that should come off when you finish charging. And always, guys, read through the manual if you plan to get one of these, because you always want to know how to exactly charge and not to charge a battery. So same thing, we have another USB. So if your computer has two USB ports, big plus. You have a cell phone adapter with the USB connector type of power plugs. Perfect. You plug this into the bottom of the battery here. So before you charge, make sure you pull the battery out so you can charge it with the USB cable. So good stuff right over here. The Sky HawkEye does come with prop guards, so perfect if you're learning how to fly. If you're a beginner, you have no flying experience, and you're afraid of crashing into stuff a lot, you can actually install these prop guards on here. They come from the very top, very simple. If you look very closely when you get yours, there's some holes on top. You just gotta pop on the prop guards into those holes right over here. Pop them down like so. Make sure they're all the way snug. And it should be a bag with some little screws and a screwdriver. And on the very tip of the prop guards, there's a small hole, and all you do is put the screw in there. That prevents these prop guards from lifting up. And basically all these prop guards do is when you're flying around a wall or yourself, these prop guards will protect, the props from hitting your body. So the props will actually hit the prop guard first before it hits your body, so it prevents any kind of little minor scrapes, cuts, and just less damage on the propeller drive itself. So very cool that they give you prop guards. And you can see, very easy to install. Since I am past the beginner stage, I probably won't be using the prop guards just because I know how to fly already, and I think it looks cooler without the prop guards. But if you're first learning how to fly your first drone, first unit, first aircraft, first quadcopter, first Skyhawk, whatever you guys want to call it, make sure just put the prop guards on there just to protect the stuff around you. And I do find that maybe it's just not popped all the way in, but the props do hit the sides a little bit. So what you may want to do is just kind of maybe take a heat gun, or a hair dryer, and just kind of bend these down a little bit, so that way the post, these little white thing, the edges here, the support, it clears the props. So just want to kind of bend it down just a tad bit. I believe all of them will probably need the same thing because they came packed in the little plastic bag. And I think there was just too much force in the bag because of all that tape and stuff like that. So here's the remote. On the back here, just simply use 4 AA batteries. The monitor is detachable, but you can attach it to the top of your remote, like so. And that's all there is to it. For $100, you get a pretty good deal. So let me go ahead and power on. So we got the transmitter, on-off switch for the monitor, and on-off switch on the bottom. And you can see on the bottom here we have LED lights. Very cool. So if you look very closely at this monitor, it's actually very nice on the transmission. I'm not sure if this is 5.8 or 2.4 on the video transmission, just because there's no static at all. Usually with the 5.8 FPV gear, there's static. You can see the delay is very, very minimum, enough to fly around a yard FPV. You can see there's not much delay at all, and there's no static. I actually took it, I had this on the table. I walked across my living room into the other hallway, and the image was still nice and clear, no static. So very, very cool so far. I'm not sure on the exact range, but in the next video I'll be doing some more test flights, some more review on the actual performance and the footage quality of the Sky HawkEye. But once again, it's a great quadcopter to fly. You can see, let me go ahead and pop these guards off because they're not screwed down, and just to check the power real quick. And also, the box does come with this little cardboard landing pad, so I find it useful just to put your parts on there. If you're flying off of sand or even grass, just keep this along with you so you can put your quadcopter on there. That way the grass doesn't get in there, the dirt doesn't kick up. So I believe this wasn't meant to be a landing pad, but it is pretty cool because I find it useful. I find a use for some of the stuff that came with the box. So, and also we have a little DVR. You can actually take pictures, take videos, adjust the brightness of the monitor, which is cool. And I believe you can also view back the footage on this built-in DVR, which is awesome. So very, very cool to show you guys the power of it. Be very careful, guys. So make sure you get a nice grip. I believe you gotta power up and then power down. And I believe there we go. You can see it's got a good amount of power for a little unit this size. Now, once again, this is more of the toy/hobby grade type of unit, so it's not going to be something that's super powerful. But once again, guys, entry level means perfect for beginners to start off with, just to get their hands wet. The last thing you want to do is spend thousands of dollars on a little unit, spend more money on FPV gear, have one crash, and you're just out of $1,000. So usually those units cost you around that much to get it with the FPV gear and the transmitter. And the Sky HawkEye does all of that for under $100, shipped to your door. So GearBest got a really good pricing on there. And that's pretty much the quick unboxing of the Sky HawkEye. Stay tuned, guys, for some more videos coming up very soon. I'll be sure to post some onboard flight footage and just review of the performance of the Sky HawkEye. So as always, guys, check out the link below to gearbest.com. These guys are nice enough to send me the unit to review and just test out for you guys. If you guys want to see any more videos like this in the future, be sure to leave a comment in the comment box below, or you can even email GearBest, tell them, hey, I want Tony to see, or review some of these other units. So hope you guys enjoyed the video. Thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you guys next time. I'm not gonna fly, guys. Come on, outside.